I'm Bridgette Raitz, the owner of Whispering Stones and Solstice, and today I'm here with my friend Jen Huber,
Hi.
who is a shamanic guide and connection coach, and we're talking about the stone you need right now.
Right now.
Right now, not later.
Not later, right now.
Mainly because we are ending the astrological new year. We've just got maybe 6 more days left in Pisces. I don't know about you, but it's been awfully watery around here.
It has. We've had our good share of tears even in the store.
I'm telling you.
Right?
So a lot of emotional disturbance.
For sure.
What's all that due to?
Well, we're wrapping things up. With Pisces season, that is the watery sign. When I think of Pisces, I think of deep emotions. And it's no surprise that we go from this watery energy of Pisces into the fiery season of Aries. And it's like, because there's these things, it's also the year end. Just like you were going to close out your financial books or those kinds of things in December for January, this is a time in Pisces season where all these emotions bubble up. And it gives you a chance to reconcile them. Do you want to look at it and address it and reconcile it? Or do you want to bury it again and carry it forward into the new year and potentially have it flare up again, right?
I think it's kind of like those New Year's resolutions we do. We
Absolutely.
Look at the results from the end of the year. Maybe we overindulged in spending or in eating or all these other things at the end of the year. And we also look and say, gosh, on my bucket list, it was to do A, B, C, and D.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in a way, we're almost more geared to feel it going through Pisces season because it has us go within. It has us kind of consider everything on a more deep level, less surface.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are always things in January that we release, as well as things that we say we want to do. Most of the time, the things that we say we want to do are more on the positive, assertive, let's get going and let's go do this. But we're also at the same time releasing things that no longer serve us,
right?
That maybe we've outgrown or outdated for us. And I feel like that's what happens now. And interestingly, I am an Aries. So Pisces is in my 12th house,
right? Which
is all about a lot of introspection and all that. And I really look forward every year to the equinox, which is for the Eastern time zone. It's about 11 something at night on the 19th. So basically we're looking at really the 20th. You're really feeling it for the full day.
Right.
I really look forward to that every year.
Yeah. It was a long time ago that I kind of discovered, and maybe I'm just slow to get in the movement, but a long time ago I was like, people make those resolutions in January, right? And then we've all gone to the gym. You go 3 weeks, it's packed on January 1st, and 3 weeks later, it's gone again. I feel, this is my take on it, is we're in that Capricorn energy. Yeah. We're conditioned that this is a new beginning.
So we have our list.
Right.
We have our items.
But the energy's not quite right for the action part of it yet.
Right.
Capricorn's all about planning.
Sure.
Right? So what ends up happening is we make all these big plans with Capricorn, and then we're conditioned to just go into action. Well, then it fizzles out a little bit as we go into Aquarius,
right?
Because we go into that air sign, and that's a little bit dreamier. And then
it's a lot more talk and maybe a little less action.
Correct, right? Then we roll into Pisces season.
And it's all dreamy and watery.
Watery and feeling. And then what I've also noticed too is, so you make the resolutions.
Right.
They naturally fall off because they're supposed to. And then we go into Pisces and then we're like, oh no.
I feel so bad.
I feel so bad. I didn't keep my resolutions.
I've already bombed and it's only February.
Right? But it's actually the new year is now going into Aries. Well, so you take the Capricorn energy and you plan. You set the intentions of what do I want to feel like? And then you go into that dreamy energy of Aquarius and Pisces.
But Aquarius to me is all about ideas. So it even gives you more opportunity. And in the dream time, because I always think of like January and February as like, if you go back to like some of the medicine wheel stuff and where you are, you're with the bear in the cave. Right? You're in the dream time. You're exploring your options, right? So you make it through Pisces.
So you got to feel all that stuff, right?
What you do.
So then it rises up.
Yep.
So you can clear it away and heal it. And then you have the luxury this year of the eclipse season starting.
Oh my goodness, the eclipse season starts. That's another thing to consider. It's March 25th is the first one. And then, of course, we follow it up with the one on April 8th that everyone's been talking about. I think you just probably aren't even paying attention if you don't know there's a huge one, because it's coming across the United States this time.
It's going to be powerful.
It's going to be very powerful. So we started talking about the stone that you need right now. And interestingly, we had a vendor who we just adore. So Franz, if you're hearing this, it's you, who came by in February. Early February. And he brought the most glorious selection of stones for us. And all of a sudden, we all were all over the golden healer. Now, golden healer is the technical marketing term for, it's not technical, it's the marketing term for yellow hematoid quartz, which is when iron oxide, which is very solidifying, it's very good at balancing body, mind, spirit, comes into clear quartz, which is an amplifier and a light bringer, in a wet solution. And when that happens, it turns this gorgeous everything from buttercup yellow to a really deep reach mustardy cognac color. Mm-hmm. We were so attracted to it that I finally was looking at the girls going, we can't have any more of this. I mean, we went deep on it because we just felt such a draw. And so Jen and I were talking about that. Why do you think we felt such a draw?
Well, I think the stones whispered.
Oh, yeah, what a pun.
What a pun. So I think the stones were whispering back in early February that said, this is what you're going to need moving forward. This is the stone. Because I don't know, as long as I've been associated with the store, I don't ever remember doing a buying trip or a buying visit that there was so much of this ever purchased in one chunk.
It was. And the cool thing was when he had it, he also had it mixed in with pyrite, which pyrite to me is a grounder. It's like a really strong, masculine signatured grounder. So we have pieces that have that in it, which I think is great. We also found the most glorious divine ones that are mixed in with rose quartz. And rose quartz brings the self-compassion and the love and the genuine goodness into this kind of more hard-driving, ambitious golden healer.
Absolutely.
And it's just dreamy. I have so loved all the rose quartz pieces and all the mixture, and then the golden healer that we got in, because there's something about this that brings clarity and confidence and creativity and courage, all the C's, to bear. And I think that's what we need right now to release things that just aren't working anymore. And we see that in society all the time.
Right.
Old solutions that we used to bring to bear when we were not feeling well or things weren't quite lining up. There need to be what someone refers to as third place solutions, which are those that have never no one's come up with before.
Right. And a lot of that energy around choosing this third way solution is because of that big move with Pluto from Capricorn into Aquarius, right?
Huge, where it's going to be for 20 years. So it basically moves out of kind of the very structured, very methodical, very bullet pointed Capricorn to the sky's the limit ideas with Aquarius. And of course that also controls like computerized things, all the technology. And so right now it's a great time to think up a whole new solution, but to adapt something new and to really jump into it, a lot of times we have to clear space for what we used to do, right?
We have to, right? We have to allow these things to come up and set them free to make space for all the wonderful blessings that are coming. And that's what this stone does. It is so comforting. I mean, I would sleep with it. I'd have it on my bedstand. I'd have it with me all the time. Matter of fact, I bought a little one that I just carry with me in my truck, because right now, this is the best companion that I think you could ever ask for this place in our journey, not just this year, but in our whole journey.
I definitely agree with that. And if you really have an emphasis on relationships, like let's say you're seeking that long-term love or just better relationships within your family or your workplace or anything like that, I love when rose quartz comes into it, or even if it's not in the same stone, they're carried together, because then you're kind of amplifying that purpose and that goal.
Yeah.
So we kind of fell in love with it. We thought we'd share with you what we thought the it stone was right now. I know Pantone always comes out with a color for the year, but we came out with a stone for welcoming in the astrological new year.
Yeah. And I feel like this is going to carry on and help you throughout the whole year. I mean, it is the it stone for right now.
It is.
But I have a feeling it's going to linger with you the rest of the year.
Yes, maybe for the next several years. I think it's just the stone. That's perfect.
Yeah. So I build a grid table for lots of different reasons and seasons here at the store, and it was the main focal point in the grid table. And it's now the main focal point of shopping appointments, right?
It is. We do a lot of personal shopping appointments with people, and they're free. And what they enable you to do is be on screen, split screen with us. We'll show you what's out there. And a lot of times it's interesting. People think they're coming for one stone. They end up buying another one. But it's your opportunity to virtually shop our crystal store, which so many of our customers don't live in the Atlanta area. And it gives us an opportunity to really hone in on what it is that they're looking for and find some solutions just for them. So all you got to do is DM us on Instagram or send us an email at hello@whisperingstones.love. And we're happy to set that up. It's also a great way for us and our customers to connect because we've got the best people.
Right.
It's just amazing.
If you're looking for doing some additional healing for yourself, you can check out jenhuber.com for an individual healing session with me. So purchase one of these, but not this one because I want it.
Well, and maybe not this one because I want it.
Or that one.
Or maybe that one. Okay.
Yeah, you better act fast.
Better act fast. We're going to get into trouble. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of the week, and welcome in that equinox and eclipse season because it's going to be powerful, but it can be super transformational this year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.